Bicycles, diapers, and even toilet paper are just some of the items that are going to be donated to needy families around the Big Bend area from Christmas Connection. It's treats like these that folks say make coming to the North Florida Fair that much sweeter. Friends of the Library is hosting their annual book sale. For just $10, you can come and fill up a box just like this one. The trip from Doak Campbell Stadium to the Rose Bowl Stadium in Pasadena, California is 2,252 miles. But despite the distance, boosters say they expect a huge crowd to cheer on the Noles. 200 students attended the conference today at Florida State University from high schools all over the region. Stone crabs are cooked the same day that they're caught. Once they're taken off the boat, they're then put into this crate and dumped into boiling water. In this cart, there are latex gloves, medical gowns, and face masks, all that would be used in case a doctor came in contact with an Ebola patient. Gabrielle Stroud asked Judge Lewis for one thing in court on Wednesday.
Reginald Langston Lester needs to pay for what he's done to my family and me.
And Reginald Lester asked him for another.
I'm asking for your empathy, and I'm asking for an opportunity.
Lester was found guilty this past July of second-degree attempted murder for stabbing Stroud, his then-girlfriend, in her dorm room in March of 2012. Stroud says Lester stabbed her several times after they began fighting about another guy.
Repeatedly screamed, "I want you to die."
Lester's father stood before the judge today, saying his son was an honor student at the time of the incident, with dreams to go to law school. Lester said he never intended to kill his girlfriend.
There's nothing that I planned, anticipated, or foresaw.
But Judge Lewis didn't believe him. He sentenced Lester to 20 years in prison, 2 years community control, and 8 years probation. A big concern for Judge Lewis was that Lester didn't show enough remorse for the incident.
If it weren't for the fact that this defendant is a very young person with no prior record, I would give him the absolute maximum sentence I could.
Lester will spend the next 20 years here at the Leon County Jail, while Stroud will be finishing up her master's degree at Florida State University. In Tallahassee, Cassie Revel, WCTV Eyewitness News. Annie Johnson is so much more than just a great cook. For many in her community, she is a beacon of hope.
Thanksgiving, so I said, well, I'll try to do something for them. Well, that went over when I did it for the Christmas, and then I just started doing it every year.
For more than 20 years, she has been preparing holiday meals for those less fortunate in Frenchtown. She says it makes her feel good that through other people, she is giving back.
God gave me this ministry. He told me to feed his people, so.
Shalise Moy is homeless and found her refuge 8 years ago when she started volunteering in the kitchen at Project Annie.
I seen the door open one day and I walked in and started talking to her. And she's been kind of a ear for me and helping me out and just a real friend to everybody in the neighborhood.
Moy says Annie has been a positive influence and has helped give her life new meaning. Tomorrow, this room will be filled with tables full of prepared meals where more than 1,000 people will come and pick up their Thanksgiving dinner. In a time when so many are enjoying eating their Thanksgiving meals, Miss Annie and her team are busy preparing them. Something her community is truly thankful for.
I don't know where she gets it from, but I thank God for her every day.
And I'm Cassie Revel. The Madison County Sheriff's Office says the crash happened Wednesday morning and left a driver dead. The Florida Highway Patrol investigated and arrested Richard Kyle Cruz. He's charged with DUI manslaughter. The drivers were the only two occupants of the two vehicles. Cruz was not hurt in the crash, but the other driver was pronounced dead on the scene. The family of the man fatally shot by the Gretna police officer plans to file suit. An attorney for Caldrick Donald's family says that he served a notice out to the city of Gretna. Sergeant Charles Brown shot 24-year-old Donald last month. Brown has responded to Donald's home because of concerns of Donald's mental state. Brown remains on leave while the FDLE investigates. The case is expected to reach a grand jury in the next 6 weeks. Good morning, everyone. I'm Cassie Revel. Florida State takes one more step closer to the college football playoff with a win last night at the ACC championship game. Of course, it wasn't a Seminole victory without some late game drama, but the team did beat Georgia Tech 37-35. Today marks 73 years since the deadly attack on Pearl Harbor. The surprise attack on the naval base in Hawaii was carried out by the Japanese bombers on this day in 1941. Nearly 2,500 people were killed and another 1,000 were wounded. The attack destroyed more than half of the U.S. Pacific Fleet and damaged 8 battleships. The United States declared war on Japan on December 8th, making the nation's entry into World War II. Noles fans in Tallahassee packed bars and restaurants for the ACC championship game. Most said they were nervous about the way the team had been playing lately, but confident in the team's ability to pull out close games.
We played awesome on offense so far. I'm really impressed. I think this is one of the best offensive games we've had. You know, Georgia Tech came out swinging. We've had an answer for them every step of the way.
We will find out if Florida State is in the Final Four of the playoff. That announcement will come at 12:45 today. Brittany will have our weather forecast in just a few minutes. Plus, it's the holidays, and that means some big movies are headed to the screen. We'll take a look at some of these flicks.